beyond, expand beyond your boundaries. Be ecstasy, go ahead, be ecstasy, darkness and light, Yawasi, darkness and light, Yawasi, darkness and light, Yawasi, darkness and light, Yawasi, Yakabir embody, Yakabir embody, Yakabir embody, Yakabir embody, come into the form of flesh and blood. Come into the form of flesh and blood. Be sobriety, be sobriety, darkness and light, Yawasi, darkness and light, Yawasi, darkness and light, Yawasi, darkness and light, Yawasi, Basitala, 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 Basitala. Beyond, expand beyond your boundaries. Beyond, expand beyond your boundaries. Be so ecstasy, be ecstasy, darkness and light, Yawasi, 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 darkness and light, Yawasi. Just feeling into your body as you say the word kabed, and feel how kabed brings you in to that form of flesh and blood. It brings you into much more of what it means to we have to contract to become in form. Kabed. And then feel into Basit. Basit. And then holding it all. Wa-si. Wa-si. Good morning, beloveds.
Good afternoon, maybe good evening.
No, we know where they're from.
Somebody might be watching at a different point in space and time now.
That's true.
That's
Thank
true.
you. That's the only other piece I forgot. Okay. All right, so here we go. Share and go to. We're going to go back to the original prayer and see what it feels like, because I think it's good to mix it up so we don't become stuck in
In a little default mode network reverberating neural circuit that we take it to be, that it's always unfolding.
That's right. So that's what I like about when we change up the prayers, or we change up our intention of how we're asking. It creates, we have to reboot so to speak, to come back into it. So taking a breath together. As I stand within the divine presence, I humbly ask to embrace both the light and the dark within me. Guide me to see the beauty in the shadows,
to learn from the challenges,
and to use the light within to illuminate the paths ahead. May I not fear the darkness, but instead use it as a space for growth and transformation. Help me to integrate all parts of myself, shining brightly where needed and resting in the quietude when necessary. In your loving embrace, may I find wholeness.
And who's that from?
It's from the internet. I thought it was a beautiful prayer I found. I don't remember that it was from, that anybody gave their specific name to that one. So just as we're working today to just remember that this is that beautiful interface between the darkness inside that cave, which is in a sense, our whole being is kind of like we are encased in this cave. You could say that we are so much light, and yet we see so much of that contraction of the substance of who we are. And I love this because the cave represents that substance, the darkness, and the light beyond it, all around it, is that light. And we're holding them both.
And the water, since that's our exploration.
Yes.
There's a little air and earth, but there's a lot of water there.
That's
flowing
right.
in and out.
Thank you for reminding me. I was going to go on to the fire today, but it just doesn't feel right. So I'm going to do one more time where we kind of come into the possibility of how the flesh, the earth, that contraction, denseness, and pain that we get in our bodies is often related to the feeling emotion. So we're going to play with that a little bit today.
And we weren't ready to move on because so many of us are wearing blue, right? So next time, beloved family, wear red, right? Red next time.
And then we will
Go to fire.
go into
Fiery,
fire.
watery, fiery emotions.
That's right. So let's stand and connect with our bodies for a moment here. Feeling, we're going to do a little bit of the an invocation with our whole body. Feeling our feet on the floor, coming back into that sense of feeling the verticalness, and how we're going to embrace both the verticalness of the earth below us and the air above us. So beginning to come into that earth breath, in and out through the nose. And as you expand that earth breath, remembering to hold on the inhale and hold on the exhale. And we're going to bring the energy up through the soles of the feet. It's going to enter the whole body, and if you can imagine, it's going to be like concentrating this beautiful earth energy into the body and letting it rest in the heart as we hold that inhale. And then on the exhale, we're going to give it back to the earth in our own presence. So we're going to give back our own substance, our heaviness, right back into the earth as a gift. So that's the flow of the inhale, holding, feeling that concentration of energy that the earth brings, that groundedness. And we're gonna hold on to it, and then we let it go. And so do little movements that help you to do this. So you're not just staying really, really still. You're letting yourself feel that sense in which you're concentrating everything into your body on that inhale, and then letting it go, coming into presence as we connect with the earth.
And remember, as we explore the elements without even shadow or difficult emotions, the earth is the densest of the elements.
That's why we're letting it concentrate on the inhale. You can imagine it as letting the mud and all of the fine dirt come into you as this really beautiful manure to make new plants, new growth. And one more earth breath like this. And then just feeling your uprightness again and letting yourself breathe now from the crown chakra in the air breath in and out through the crown. Holding on the inhale a little bit, holding on the exhale a little bit. And this time we're going to imagine ourselves as we bring this beautiful cosmic air energy in. We're going to let it come all the way to the feet, rest in the heart, and we're going to imagine ourselves as a balloon. So kind of like holding this beautiful energy all inside, and then on the exhale, it will come out every pore as we open and become and let go into the air. Again, don't be afraid to move. Feel that sense of the balloon. It's like you're expanding, but not a lot. And then it just all goes away. You become part of the air. One more air breath like this. Let yourself feel that expansion on the exhale. And just feel that verticality, both the down, the up, that sense of your feet being rooted, but your head is in the stars. Feet on the ground and our head in the stars. Dance your dreams awake. And so really feel that sense of a connection between the two. And now we're going to extend into the horizontal plane, into the water and the fire. We'll do the fire first. And as we breathe in that fire, imagine that we are taking in all of this warm energy into our whole body, and it's electrifying us, but it's also, we're holding it on that inhale. And then on the exhale, we're expanding it out into a radiance. So let's bring that in, breathing in through the mouth and out through the nose, holding it. And then expand out. And radiance. Feel that energy coming in from all directions. But especially from the horizontal direction in front to the sides, in the back. One last fire breath like this. Coming back and feeling the effect on our heart of really breathing that fire energy in. And then letting the heart now reflect water. So breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. And as we breathe in the water, you can imagine that we're filling our cup to the highest amount of water that we can fill and hold in our whole bodies. And then, like a wave, we let it out on that exhale and let it flow. So we come into this flowing compassion. Letting our bodies move and flow with that beautiful flowing compassion. Holding that water as we let it mount up.
Holding on the exhale when you're all emptied out too.
From one last water breath like this. And feeling into our hearts as we come into rest in the standing position, feeling our verticality, feeling our horizontalness, our connection to the cross, kind of the tree of life. As we feel this coming, letting the heart really be the focus as we breathe into the heart. Asking that there be space for us to really understand and know more about ourselves. And just breathe into your heart and bring in your guides, high self. Commune with them as I say our other prayer as our invocation. Steady love, this is what the struggle is for. The press of darkness and time making its own light. as if in the earth a hidden lantern, or in the seed a star that blossoms, finally into the yielding night, bearing forth the radiant day. So feeling your connection to high self, to your guides, and asking them to help you as we come into this exploration in the body and then going into the soul work. Recognizing that they help us to get in touch with those larger experiences, especially the ones of the lightness, like in our bodies, feeling that sense of real support and presence. So asking right now, high self, our guides, to help us feel that sense of both them supporting us and of us being support. Feel what that feels like in the body as we breathe in and out the earth breath. Maybe we feel it just in the sense of connecting feet to the ground. We're here. We're being held up. Nothing to do, nowhere to go, and we're still here, upright. Feel what that feels like. Take it in with your whole body, that sense of feeling supported, that sense of feeling present, grounded. Sturdy. Solid, solid. So as we explore this, the rest of the earth, which can be that darker part of really feeling the contraction, the tension that we've been working with, the denseness, heaviness, pain, soreness. Let yourself know that high self and your guides are supporting you, holding you to be with this energy. So feel where it is in your body today and remember where it is usually. Maybe it's in a more pronounced place differently today. And go ahead and bring your energy there of awareness, of focus, of support, holding, presence, bringing your guides with you to just be with that place. Let yourself feel it and see what that part of your body that feels this contracted or this heavy energy, what would it like? What kind of movement would it like to be supported and held? What kind of movement really helps it to know you're there and it can relax? Just go ahead and continue to breathe into it, support it, help it. How does it want to move or be moved around it? Breathe into it. Expand your breath right into that area. I want to know you. I want to be with you. And you don't have to change or be any different than the way you are. I just want you to know that if you would like to relax a little bit, I'm here for you. And so is High Self. So are the guides. And then just really giving thanks to this area of your body that you're really feeling it in today. You might want to touch it, really give it awareness through your fingers, through your hands, as much as you can. And then letting it know that we'll come back to it, continue to hold it, even as we go into the next awareness. And bringing our breath now into the water breath, in through the nose, out through the mouth. And we're going to let ourselves imagine that we're stepping into that water and we're becoming part of the water, part of the wave. And that wave keeps forming in our bodies, and we breathe it in and we let it flow out on that exhale. But we just keep becoming a part of this wave. Feel how your body wants to embrace that wave. Motion, maybe it's more in the head, maybe it's in your shoulders, your arms, just letting that wave motion come through, letting yourself feel the buildup of the inhale. All the way into the torso. How does your torso want to be part of the wave? And that beautiful crashing, the letting go of the wave. How does your hips want to become part of the wave? And how do your legs and feet want to become part of the wave? Maybe they actually move back just like the wave does and then comes forward into the crashing on the shore. We're connected into this beautiful body of the earth and this beautiful water. The shore and the water. We keep coming closer to the shore, we pull back. Let the body find the way to move. It feels really good. And as we're doing this, we're going to let ourselves see what emotions in the water are there for us right now. So as the water comes back, fills us up with this wave of shame. See if we feel that shame today. See if there's parts of us that think we haven't done enough or haven't done it well enough or there's something wrong. And then letting it come back to the shore again, back to our bodies. See if there's a place where it sticks on our bodies, where we keep bringing that water of the shame back in. See if it resonates today. And if it does, find where it is in the body. Just remembering this today, the shame is finding a home inside, or it's not. It's flowing all around you. And this time, letting yourself see if that hopelessness, despair, despondency is finding a connection to you today. A way in which you just can't imagine you have any effect on anything. Every time you breathe in, see if it has a home inside of you. And as you breathe out, see if it connects into your body. Become aware of loneliness has a place inside. If it connects for you, loneliness, or feeling neglected, not really appreciated, not seen, not understood, not heard, somehow being invisible. And then seeing if grief has a place that connects into you. That sadness of loss, people in your life, things that you hoped for and didn't happen. See if any other feelings are there. Just let them come in with the water. And let them see if they have a connection to your body on that exhale. Maybe you can't even name them yet, but you feel an ache in your heart or someplace else in your body. Let that happen. Let yourself really feel whatever feelings are coming into your body right now. And one more time, letting that water in. Now let the water settle and find its way into the body so that you can really feel, where are these emotions in your body? The ones that stick, the ones that feel like they keep coming up. Maybe they're connected in that same way to that pain that you had earlier, that tension, that heaviness. You can just gently ask, are you connected? Holding them both, finding the connections of the emotions to the body, being curious if they relate to those other tensions. And in the same way, letting yourself feel those emotions, this time with compassion, asking high self, your guides, to help you feel this overwhelming compassion. Being with, understanding, so that you feel you're being given compassion by High Self and your guides, and you feel how you are compassion. And let this calm, contentment, this compassion just really radiate off of you as you come into this place of the emotions, holding it in your body, and again asking if there's any kind of movement that would help this feeling in your body, to know that you're here with it. What kind of touch might help it? To be with it, to let it know you're really there. What kind of breath? A big exhale, a big inhale, what would really help? Ask these places where the emotion is stored, what would help these places to know that they're being held with compassion. And then giving thanks again for these parts of our body that we feel the emotions in, that we feel the tensions in. And letting ourselves walk to a chair if we're not already there. And
as you settle, just tuning into your breath again. Just this nice, slow, rich, full breath in and out, whatever element you wish to support you in your inner work as we go into the inner world more and more. Beginning just allowing yourself to imagine, if you wish, your chest soft and porous, and the breath, your breath, the breath of the One, flows in and out of the sacred space, the temple, the garden of your heart. Reminding all the different selves, nothing to do, nowhere to go right now. In these few moments we're gathered here together through space and time, enjoying the beautiful field we create together to support our inquiry into these watery emotions today, to holding this place of compassion, sort of unafflicted watery emotion, this unafflicted state. And we could say afflicted are the places where it's denser, heavier, where there's more darkness in there. Not necessarily bad or good, just what's unfolding within our bodies, these small pieces of the only being, these beautiful, unique expressions. And as you breathe in and out, just allowing yourself to open to the garden of your heart, to this sacred space. And it may be a place you've known or been before, or a place that opens. Perhaps you just have the intention, and whatever modality you perceive, sensations, You feel it, you see it, you smell, you taste, using all the inward senses of the heart. Toward the One, the perfection of love, harmony, and beauty, the only being, united with all the illuminated souls, who form the embodiment of the Master, the message, the mystery, the miracle, the Mother, the Spirit of guidance. Just take a few moments to just really rest in your heart, finding this place of repose, this place of safety, of security, this special place that is yours and no one else's. Just take a moment to really rest and relax there. And any selves that are busy or worried, asking them to step aside, or just inviting them to just take a little break for these few moments. If there are any ones that are in grief, or shame, or loneliness, or despair, just letting them know we'll get to them in just a few moments. And then with love and respect, as you're ready, welcoming in the high self for a time of communion, a time of guidance, a time of dialogue. But beginning with this communion of just feeling, especially these states of being, of compassion, of loving kindness, really breathing in those qualities of high self. And breathing back just love, gratitude, letting this link with high self, this relationship continue to deepen. Empathy, kindness, as conscious self just opening to the infusion of these qualities from high self to you, bathing you, filling you. Every cell, every nook and cranny in your physical body, opening, letting this come into your emotional body, into the waters within you, into your mental body. These deep qualities of the only being. Perhaps even that quality of stillness, of peace, calm. And the water's still for a little while. There's always subtle movement that almost caresses. When you're ready, just open to any guidance from high self on how to open to receive these qualities so that you can hold yourself and hold all the other selves and parts of you. And this loving embrace of these watery, energetic, beautiful states of being. And then open to any self, any part, whether it was a feeling from earlier. It may not even be organized into a self or part. Perhaps there was a feeling from earlier. Perhaps one of those oceans that Yaya flowed over and around us, perhaps one settled and resonated inside. The quality of shame, the feeling of grief, of despair, of loneliness. There may have been another one, but just see if one of them is floating inside, is in the watery body of your emotional body. And maybe you feel it also lodged somewhere specific in that pattern of sensations, because emotions are always just energy in motion. So notice the feelings there, or perhaps there was just someplace that really localized in the body, a tension or pressure or ache or emptiness. You may notice they're connected, or if not, just pick one feeling or one place in the body. Really begin to open to it and holding it with this loving embrace, with this, like the mother rocking, holding the child, holding this state, holding this energy. And just bringing that love, compassion, empathy, kindness to it. Whether it's a place in the body of tension or a feeling of shame, loneliness, grief, despair. Letting this flow from high self, filling you, that you can hold this place. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. Experiencing the light of the compassion, of this loving awareness, of this kindness, and the denseness, the heaviness of whatever tension in the body or whatever one of these watery feelings. And notice if it's just easy to hold that, or if it's not, if it's difficult. Know that there may be another part that's moves away or has a hard time holding this. You could invite that one to step aside, or you might just take a moment to open to that one. Holding this one that moves away from the shame or the grief or the loneliness or the despair. Just holding this one for a moment. Bringing this loving embrace, whether it's a feeling of moving away or caution, or whether it's some actual drawing away sensation in the body. And if it's just easy to hold this place, then just continue to do that. If you notice this drawing away or feelings or sensations that move away on some level from it, just welcoming that into feeling the movement away and this place, holding that polarity. Conscious self can always step back and hold whatever arises. This quality of loving kindness, compassion, empathy, embrace. Wasi. Sometimes we're like that when we watch the ocean and it's crashing around rocks and there's so many currents and turbulence and so many different of these feelings and places in the body. Wasi can hold all that. So if there's a lot going on, just holding it all the different sensations and feelings flowing through. And noticing all the places or cells inside I have to fix it or do something that may be starting to go, oh, I could just be with this Wasi. I could just be this Wasi. We could just hold this with love and tenderness. Just being present with this. And then thanking all these different selves or these feelings or just places in the body. Thank them for being here, for revealing, for letting you be present with them. Thank all the places that may have relaxed a little so you could do this. Or if it was difficult, just noticing and holding that too. Sometimes it's those waves in the water is smooth or gentle, sometimes it's fast, sometimes it's slow, sometimes there's turbulence. Flowing in, flowing out, just appreciating this whole emotional body, the feelings and the sensations in the body with it. Just breathing that breath of unity with high self, inviting whatever feelings or sensations or parts that are there to just breathe and to enjoy this breath flowing in and flowing out. Not only are you breathing with high self, we're all breathing together, all of us, this beautiful soul work community gathered here through space and time. And we're all here for each other, breathing to support each other. And then breathe in, we'll breathe out, Wasi, to our inner life, then to our outer life, holding and giving thanks for our inner and outer life. Yawasi. taking your time to come back, but also reflecting on whatever from the waking dream of your soul work today, whatever you wish to remember, and perhaps you draw or sketch or paint or make a note, whatever helps you to honor and to hold on to the dream of soul work.